News around the club has been very busy in the last few days, with the transfer window getting closer and closer. Today, however, we will discuss the future of our manager Brendan Rodgers as he has lifted the lid on his immediate future. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Just 2 seasons ago, Liam Scales looked set to leave Celtic without making much of a mark. After a strong year on loan at Aberdeen, where he played 39 games and even scored in a win over Rangers, his future seemed to be at the Dons. Aberdeen were reportedly keen to keep him, and it seemed like a permanent move was only a matter of time. Few expected the Irish defender to return and become a regular starter at Celtic Park. But football can change quickly. Injuries in the Celtic defence gave Scales a chance, and he took it. Instead of being a backup, he became a regular starter. Under Brendan Rodgers, he's played a big part in another title-winning season this year. Even this season, Scales has battled back from being behind Austin Trusty to starting ahead of him during much of the final few months of the campaign, with the Irishman opening up on how he fought his way back into the picture in 2023. He said, "Everyone at the club has had to work incredibly hard to get to where they are, and I'm no different. The cup final will sting, but this season has been successful overall. I probably wasn't ready to come straight in and play when I first moved over here. It took me time. I probably needed the loan spell at Aberdeen to bridge the gap and give me experience of Scottish football. That was brilliant. Coming back to Celtic then, I got a little bit of luck. There were a few injuries. I probably didn't see myself in the picture as much as I actually ended up being in it. Once I got the chance, it was a free hit nearly. I got the chance to play and start in my preferred position. I saw it as a free hit in that if I don't play well, nothing is going to change because I was probably leaving on loan anyway, but if I do well, I have a chance to stake my claim. I have enjoyed every bit of it," he concluded. Now tied to Celtic until 2028, Scales has time to build further on his progress and help deliver more silverware. His route into the starting 11 might have been unexpected, but he's made the most of it. In doing so, he's earned Rodgers' trust and a regular place in the heart of the defence. While there are still differing views among fans, Scales' contributions speak for themselves. He's shown he has the mentality and work ethic to take his chance when it arrives, qualities that have kept him firmly in the picture this season. Consistency will now be key. With more European football ahead and another title to defend, Scales has the opportunity to raise his game even further. If he does, there's every reason to believe he'll remain a central figure at Celtic Park for the foreseeable future. Now, for the main story. Brendan Rodgers has confirmed that discussions over his long-term future at Celtic are yet to begin, with the Irishman instead focused on maintaining momentum heading into next season. Rodgers' current deal runs until the summer of 2026, but with 1 year remaining, attention is beginning to turn to potential extension talks with Celtic's largest shareholder, Dermot Desmond. Speaking ahead of what promises to be a busy summer for the club, Rodgers acknowledged that conversations about his future will take place in due course. He said, "I'm sure at some point I'll sit with Dermot and the board and we'll have a chat around the future, but we haven't touched on that yet. The focus has been purely on being successful this season, and then we'll arrive into the summer with real positivity and a real positive energy, and I think that's what's important," he concluded. As the Hoops gears up for another important pre-season and European qualifiers, clarity around Rodgers' future would provide stability and reinforce Celtic's long-term future. The coming weeks could prove significant, not only in the boardroom, but in terms of transfer strategy and squad development. For now, Rodgers remains laser-focused on building from a strong platform with positivity at the heart of his message. In other news, Daizen Maeda insists he remains as committed as ever to Celtic, brushing aside speculation linking him with a move away from the Hoops this summer. The Japanese international has been a massive player for the Hoops, especially over the past season, where his relentless energy and direct running proved decisive in key moments. Rumours have begun swirling around his future, with reports emerging of interest from Turkish giants Fenerbahce, yet Maeda has moved to play down talk of a summer exit, reiterating his enjoyment at being part of the Celtic squad. Maeda said, "Since I've joined Celtic, I've been playing football with joy. There is no difference between now and the past. I still enjoy playing here," he said. Maeda's comments are good news for Brendan Rodgers as he gets ready for the new season. The Irishman really values Maeda's hard work and intelligent finishing, things that made him a key player for both Rodgers and Ange Postecoglou. He's also very flexible. Maeda mainly plays up front, either through the middle or on the left, but he's just as useful when pressing high and running non-stop. That kind of flexibility has caught the eye of clubs outside Scotland. The 27-year-old joined Celtic from Yokohama F. Marinos in 2022 and has been an important part of the team since then, both in the league and in Europe. With transfer rumours growing, Maeda's clear message that he's happy in Glasgow is a reminder that not all speculation means a player is leaving. For now, Celtic fans can be glad one of their hardest working players is still focused on the club. In other news, former Celtic defender Adam Matthews has spoken about the period after 2012 when Rangers were removed out of the top division. The Ibrox club went into financial trouble. Many fans and pundits see this as the end of the old Rangers. Since then, many believe the Old Firm derby, as it was once known, died. Matthews played for Celtic during that time. He said that none of his teammates wanted Rangers to disappear. Even though the two clubs were huge rivals until 2012, Matthews believes Rangers' fall wasn't good for Celtic or the game in Scotland. He said this to say, "I think if you ask anyone, honestly, no one wanted it. You might speak to some Celtic fans and yes, they'd be buzzing that Rangers are struggling. But I don't think it was good for the league or for Scottish football. And I think if you ask any Celtic player, even the most die-hard Celtic fan, if they're being honest, they'd rather Rangers in the league because it's a massive game. It's the one you look forward to the most in the calendar. So, yeah, it was a big miss for us. But at the end of the day, we just had to do our job and we won that league comfortably. But I think the league's better when Rangers and Celtic are in it. There are some other tough games in Scotland, but like I said, Celtic versus Rangers is the main one. Even when it's Rangers, we played them in the Cup a couple of times, and just the atmosphere is what you want to play in front of," he concluded. The old Rangers died in 2012. Their place in the top league was gone, and they had to start again from the bottom as a new club. It took them years to climb back up. By the time they returned to the top level in 2016, the landscape had changed. Celtic kept winning titles while the club wearing the Rangers badge worked to rebuild. But for many, the Old Firm name belonged to the past. There was no longer the same history or rivalry. Matthews' comments highlight how big a loss that period was, not just for fans, but for players too. Rangers were sent to the third division in 2012 because the club went bust after years of poor financial management, including using a tax scheme that was later ruled by the UK Supreme Court to be illegal. The old company was shut down and a new one had to start over from the bottom of Scottish football. While some may still call it the Old Firm today, others, including many Celtic supporters, believe that what once was died in 2012. Matthews' comments show how even those inside the game felt the shift. Lastly, KV Mechelen reportedly want to sign Stephen Welsh permanently, according to Record Sport. The Belgian club were impressed with the defender during his loan spell and are making him a top priority for the summer. Welsh moved to Mechelen in January and became a regular starter. He helped the team reach the Belgian Pro League Conference League playoffs and scored his first goal for the club in his final game against FCV Dender. He made 19 appearances in total. Mechelen's sporting director, Dennis Hendricks, says they want Welsh back at the club. He has also attracted interest from other Belgian and European teams, but it is not clear if Brendan Rodgers sees him as part of his plans going forward. Celtic already have a number of options in central defence, including Cameron Carter-Vickers, Austin Trusty, Liam Scales and Mike Nawrocki. Earlier this season, Welsh found it hard to get into the Celtic team. He spent much of the first half of the season on the bench or in the stands. The loan to Mechelen gave him the chance to play regularly again. With Gustav Lagerbielke also out on loan at FC20, Celtic are not short of centre-backs. Rodgers will have to decide if Welsh fits into his plans or if the club should sell him now while his value is high. Rodgers may look to sign a new centre-back in the summer to take things up a gear next season in the Champions League. With Scales currently second choice behind Carter-Vickers, the Irish defender has yet to match the level of the US international. Rodgers may decide it's time to move on a number of centre-backs he's already assessed up close, including the likes of Welsh, Lagerbielke and Nawrocki, to help fund a move for a top-quality European-level defender to partner Carter-Vickers. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content.